Welcome to the 2018 Classic IndyCar Series Silverstone track walkthrough. I am Josh Baird, the iconic motorsports driver, and I will be giving you the track tour for the race. Entering in turn 1, we will hit speeds near 165 miles per hour. Right in between the corner marker and the 50 marker, we will be tapping the brakes lightly to let off a little speed and rotate the car. Slow down enough to shift into 5th gear, touch the inside curb, then accelerate and bump off the outside curb at the end of the apex. This track has very friendly curves for the IR05, so feel free to use them to maximize your speed. Next comes the very technical series of S-bends that will really test the driver's ability to handle the car. Entering the first series of S-bends, we want to line it up so we're using as little wheel as possible through 2 entering 3. Tap the brake entering 3 to scrub a little bit of speed, downshift to 5th to get around the corner. Going through 4, we can give it a little bit of gas while riding the curve to give us some speed before we have to slow down quite a bit in turn 5. Slow down enough to shift into 2nd. Turn hard and hug the curve to line up the exit and transition into the apex of turn 6. Timing will be very important through the S-bends to get a good run through the high-speed hanger straight. Going down the hanger straight, we will hit the fastest speed of the track before entering the Stowe Bend or turn 7. We will enter the turn at 170 miles per hour, but pay close attention to the left side of the track as you will not want to brake until after the corner marker when you cross the race official's booth, right about here. Going through turn 7, we will want to downshift the car to 3rd gear, pushing the car as hard as possible to keep the momentum we just gained on the straight. Hug the turn 7 curb to apex properly and set up your exit. While exiting 7, aim for the curb on the other side of the track to get your straight line speed up before the tricky S-bend ahead. Next will come the S-bends that transitions into the club turn or turn 10. Entering 8, we can keep our foot to the floor through the turn, but right on exit of 8 we will want to brake hard and downshift to 3 for the long sweeping turns of 9 and 10. Make sure to take advantage of the curbs through these bends. While navigating through 10, make sure you feather the throttle to keep your car properly aligned with the fastest line possible through the turn. This will help keep your momentum as you go through the next fastest part of the track. Begin accelerating more as the turn starts to unwind about halfway through the corner. Entering turn 11 is a nice calm before the storm as you go through this turn at full speed. Entering 12, you may want to pump your foot off of the throttle to give your car a safe transition into 13. Aim for the inside of the curb and on exit, once you straighten the car out of 12, let off the gas and begin braking and downshifting into 3rd gear, as turns 13 through 16 are very tight for this track. Exiting turn 13, you will see a couple of curbs on the outside of the track with a gap between the curbs. I aim for this gap to set up my entry into 14. When the car reaches the gap, begin to be hard on the brakes and downshift into 1st. But be careful, as your downforce is no longer assisting and you can easily lock the brakes. Try to get as close to the inside curb of 14 as possible to help with your transition into 15. Overcompensate the turn to help rotate the car for turn 15. Quickly shift your wheel from left to right and hug this curb as tightly as possible to make the turn as small as possible. As you can see here, I even touched the grass a little bit with my tires. Begin to accelerate while maintaining your line coming out of the turn 15 hairpin. Your line will be very important to set you up for the decent size straight ahead. Now we are accelerating for the final turn and straight of the track. Turn 16 will be taken at full speed, and be sure to take advantage of the AstroTurf on exit. Expect lap times to be around 1 minute 25 seconds around this historically famous track. This has been a Logical Classic IndyCar Series track walkthrough, and I hope you enjoy the race.